gents, welcome back to The Random. It's your host, SmallwoodWorldWide. We're back again with another video, and today we're going to do a quick and dirty walkthrough of the M4 iPad Pro. Now, as you know, you can pick this up from Apple.com or the Apple Shopping app, but we didn't come to talk about those logistics. Let's do a quick and dirty dive through. First, number one question is, should you upgrade to the M4 iPad Pro if you have the M1 or the M2? My question is this: how bad do you want to upgrade? If you have the M1, it's still buttery smooth. It's still going to move just as snappy. If you have the M2, obviously just as fast. However, with the M4, if you have any interest in generative AI, and you know that the industry is already there, you're going to find out at WWDC, my answer is a massive, emphatic yes. Let's take a look. So, number one, comes with a new Magic Keyboard, right? Made of aluminum. Has this nice, beautiful, much bigger trackpad made of glass. You get a chance to go across. As you see, it's very snappy in its response. Go up. Again, all the tricks of the trade that you're accustomed to, all there. Now, let's get this out of the way. Of course, much thinner, 5.1 millimeters. Look at that. There's the USB-C port that you've come to love. Now, instead of 5 stereo speakers, it has 4. Every button on here is made to precision, of course, courtesy of Apple, as they always do. The only thing that you notice that's different, if you look here on the back, 1 camera instead of 2, right? So 1 12 megapixel camera. And guess what? It's not as bad as you think. So let's go ahead and sit this back now. Actually, let's get this out of the way. There's the keyboard made of aluminum. It's kind of cold to the touch, by the way. You notice the new function row of keys. There's 14 new keys here that did not exist previously. Everything else is as you know it. And you know me, you get real world usage, so you get a little bit of grease prints there from the finger. But let's dive into the M4 iPad Pro, since that's what we came to see. Now, let's go through a little bit of Stage Manager. Let's open it up. As you can see, everything as you've come accustomed to works. If you have the trackpad, you look here, you can go through a spreadsheet. Again, nice and easy. This here is a travel planner. Let's go out of there. Any kind of the finance things that you're accustomed to, you can use it. You want to watch a little bit of content, of course. You have your local Hulus and things of that nature, which is always there. You also have the ability to use Stage Manager in its truest form. Go back and forth. As I said, pretty snappy, right? Let's go ahead and swipe this down here. Now, let's get out of Stage Manager. Back in full screen. So let's say that you want to go ahead and split screen. Look at that. Now you have a bit of multitasking madness. What we're going to do is take a moment also to debut the Apple Pencil Pro. So as you can see, there it is, Apple Pencil Pro. Very nice. If you go back here and you scroll over certain things, let's swipe this down. You see how that goes? It hovers. So the hover feature is something that, you know, has been asked for a long time. Kind of similar to the S Pen. It's very good. But let's take a look at some of the clickability, right? So let's scroll up. Let's go to Freeform. So Freeform, if you don't know, now you know, one of Apple's biggest note-taking apps. So right in this range, as you can see, you can kind of click here and you see what happens when I click. Click it on, click off, click on, click off. I love it. Then we'll go ahead, let's change the color a little bit. All right, click back, go to the color wheel, let's go to red. Now, as you click off, you notice, you see that little hovering piece there? You've probably seen that before. It shows you just to where you're about to go. And so, of course, you can do all the different things that one would do when they're taking notes. It's all pretty good there. Still does the shape feature here. Let's hold it. If we can get it right, let's try that again. I'm a bit of an odd angle, so I can't get that to work, but that's okay. That's why we do these videos live. So again, I do like the clickability feature here. I like the ability to hover through things. You see it gives you all the different options there, and we can erase. But Apple Pencil Pro, again, if you're into Procreate or any of those things like Good Notes or whatever you prefer to use, you may like Apple Notes, right? That's for me. It'll go a long way. It's kind of what you're accustomed to with more S Pen functionality. Next, let's go ahead and take a look here. I know what you came to see. Let's turn that down here because we want to keep the video as we have it. Look at that OLED screen, right? So let's scroll here. Let's expand it out. Take a look at that. Again, as you see the different color scheme, the way that it bounces off of things, the way it handles lighting with direct light right now. Obviously, the darker the room, it's much easier to see the contrast, but I wanted you to see it in a more extreme bright light. Look at that. Look at how it captures the details of the waves. This is what you come for, right? Again, if you have an iPad Pro, you know we put out before top 5 reasons why iPad Pro is Apple's best product. This goes a long way into helping that cause. Let's go ahead and skip out of there. Now, biggest thing is, multitasking. You know that you can go through here and it's going to be buttery smooth. If you shoot video and use the camera, which, by the way, for FaceTime, Zooms, Google Hangouts now is right here in the front, which is also awesome. We came here for one reason, and this isn't necessarily ready to go just yet. And I touched on this in the quick and dirty 60-second video, right? But let's talk about generative AI, right? Let's go to Google Gemini here, right? Now, we know Apple is in talk with who? OpenAI. Now, until it's a signed contract, Google still has a shot. As you can see, it'll help you with a wide array of things. You can write code, you can get thank you notes written, you can craft notes, you can do things with your resume. You can even do a diss track for Samsung if you like, right? So let's go ahead and just click on some of these things that we've done before. I mean, you'll be shocked at what generative AI will offer for you. I think it's going to help to make your life a lot easier. If you turn around and click this, again, it'll just kind of take you through a number of prompts here. And you notice for the most part, it's pretty fast. I mean, look at that. Generate an image of a grand intergalactic bake-off where star-forged chefs compete in otherworldly confections amidst swirling nebulae and shimmering galaxies. Look how quickly it came up with that. I mean, generative AI is going to change the game. And if you're like me, guess what? That's why you get the M4 chip. And that's why you get the new iPad Pro. Now, as far as anything else with the iPad Pro, as you know it, as you use it, is what it's come to be. You still have the ability to kind of come through and create custom home screens here. As you can see, they all still go. It's pretty snappy, pretty smooth. You'll still get, all the widgets and things that you love. You still get that element of customization that'll kind of jump off to you. It's not to an Android level, but it is very satisfactory, I'd say, at this point. I think if you're using this to replace your laptop, guess what? You're in good hands. With this new keyboard, not only is the trackpad bigger, but the keys have a little more depth to them. The trackpad also has what you call haptic feedback, so you can feel things as you're moving it along depending on what you're working on there. You pair it again with the Apple Pencil Pro, and you've got a winner. And I find it very hard not to recommend this. Let's take a look at how it looks in the side profile view. Again, with the protective case. Look at that. Look at that. Of course, USB-C, right? But guess what? You also get the pass-through charging right here as well. You also have it where if you plug it directly into here, you record information directly to an external hard drive or SSD, which is kind of where you want to be today. So once again, the M4 iPad Pro, this is just kind of a quick and dirty look here. We're not going to do a full review until after Dub and we get our hands on some of the software coming with generative AI and get a chance to see how those tasks are going to impact things. But for now, you could take solace. It's a 10 out of 10. Wherever you want to fit in, go ahead and get that. So hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think. Have you gotten the M4 iPad Pro, as I know a lot of you have? And once again, if you're worried about if it's worthwhile to upgrade, I'm here to confidently tell you, absolutely. So as you can see, there's no WNBA games today. Let's just go to my leagues. There you are. Again, if you're not up on the Apple Sports app, get that in your life. Very much free and very much to the point of what you want to see as a sports fan, which is the score. So until next time, we'll see you again on a new edition of The Random. Peace.